Hello again. Welcome to another session of Huddle Psychology with me, Rahul Nair. In our last session, we looked at the surprising benefits of being boredom. And in today's session, we're going to do something else. We're going to talk about something again entirely different, yet quite interesting. Today, we're going to talk about how to be more likable at your workplace. And I'm going to give you 10 proven strategies to be more likable at your workplace. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Now, before we get into all of that, why are some people naturally more likable at work? Now, it's not something that you're born with. It's a skill, thankfully, it's a skill that you can learn, that you can pick up. And I'll share the 10 strategies in terms of how you can become more likable at work shortly. But before that, let's begin with why it actually matters. Why does it matter to be more likable at workplace? Now, you might say that, I don't really care whether people like me at work or they don't like me at work. I'm going to just do my work. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to let my work speak for itself, etc. Now, that sounds fine, but unfortunately, that's not going to be enough. Of course, you need to do wonderful work. Your work needs to speak loudly. There's no excuse from that. But doing great work is not enough if you really want to progress your career. You need to also be likable at work. Now, why is that? Because it helps with your career progress. Likable people get promoted. They have more chance to be promoted. They build better and stronger networks at work, which is very important. And they create a positive reputation around themselves. Now, why does all these matter? Because, look, at the end of the day, being more likable leads to trust. It helps build trust. And trust is the secret weapon. It opens doors, many doors to many new opportunities for you. So that's why it really is important for you to not only do great work, but also know how to become likable at your workplace. Now, having said that, let's now jump into 10 proven strategies for you to become more likable at your workplace. Number one, I'll begin with number one, practice active listening. This is so very important, and that's why it's right at the top. Now, be an active listener. When people feel heard, they feel more valued. It's as simple as that. So when you are listening to someone, listen carefully, nod occasionally, paraphrase what they are saying to show that you actually understand what they are saying. Be an active listener. Most of the time, we listen not to understand, but to respond or to reply. We're always thinking, oh my God, so what am I going to say next? How should I reply? How should I sound smart? I don't want to sound stupid. These are all the things that are going on in your mind, and in that process, you're not actually understanding what the other person is saying or speaking to you about. And it becomes evident to the other person as well. You can't cover it up. So it's important to be an active listener, listen to understand as opposed to listening to responding or to frame your reply. So that's number one rule. Number one tip is be an active listener. Number two, smile. Smile more often. It's not very difficult. Smiling is contagious, it spreads positivity. It's a great way to show that you are an approachable person. And that's very important when it comes to your workplace. And look, at the end of the day, a nice, gentle smile reduces your pressure, your stress. It makes a hard day a little easier for yourself and for others working with you. So don't forget to smile more often. Number three, show gratitude regularly. Go out of your way to say thank you to some people at your workplace who help, who are offering you services, offering you help and support. Be openly grateful. Showing gratitude goes a long, long way when it comes to building trust and goodwill. I just mentioned how important trust is when it comes to opening new doors and opportunities for you and for your career. So be grateful, show gratitude as much as often as possible. Number four, master small talk. Now, I honestly tell you, this was something very difficult for me because I always thought that small talk is so trivial and it's unimportant. But small talk is actually very, very important when it comes to building rapport with your colleagues. Simple questions like, how was your weekend? Or how did that movie go? You said you were going to watch a movie. Was it a good one? Or which part of this project do you enjoy the most? These are some very simple questions that allows you to build deeper relationships at work. So master small talk. Number five, it's kind of related, but it's not the same thing. Number five, avoid gossiping. Small talk is not gossiping. You might think that gossiping might be an easy way to link up with people, but it's a slippery slope, I tell you, because essentially it is talking about other people without their presence, behind their backs. So avoid gossiping. Avoiding gossip allows you once again to build trust and ensures that you are seen as a positive influence as opposed to a negative influence. Because when you're gossiping, the other person might also be thinking, this guy is gossiping about that person, so maybe he's going to gossip about me too to another person. So you see, that creates a negative impact, it's a negative reputation for yourself. So don't go down that slippery slope of doing gossip. Small talk, yes. Gossip, avoid. Number six is be dependable. This goes without saying. People like and respect those who they can rely on. So it's important to show that you're dependable by keeping your promises, delivering on time, etc. People like those people they can actually rely on and depend on. So keep your promises, keep to your deadlines, deliver on time as much and as often as you can. And even when there are challenges and difficulties, be open about it. Keep your communication open. So be as dependable as you possibly can. Number seven is about positive attitude. See, nobody likes a chronic complainer, a chronic complaint box. There are people, you must have come across people who constantly crib and moan and complain about this and that and everything. Oh, the travel is so bad, the commute is so bad, the food in the kitchen is so bad, my boss is so bad, this project is so crap. So this constant dissatisfaction and complaint. And nobody likes a chronic complainer. They don't want to be, nobody wants to be around a chronic complainer. So it pays to be optimistic even during difficult times. Try and be optimistic. See the glass as half full and not half empty. So, number seven, positive attitude is super important. Number eight, again, something that I struggled with myself is use names when you're communicating with people at workplace. It makes the communication a lot more personal, and people like that. So I could remember faces but not names, and I was pretty bad at it. But it always makes your communication, your chat, your informal and formal communication, even the small talk, all of that a lot more free flowing and a lot more personal and lot more likable when you approach people on their first name basis. So talk to people, interact with people using their names. It simply shows that you actually care. You care for those people, and so you actually remember their names, use their names to talk to them, to communicate with them. Number 9, be generous with your knowledge and expertise. This is so important. Don't hesitate. Don't hold back. Don't think that, oh my God, if I share my knowledge with someone, I'm going to suffer or someone's going to get that promotion and not me. Don't think that way. Instead, openly share your knowledge and expertise with as many people in your organization as you possibly can. It shows that you are invested in not only your success, but you're invested in your team's success. You're invested in other people's success too. And that sharing of knowledge and expertise is going to come back to you. It's going to come back to you too. And that is an excellent way of building a positive reputation and likability in your organization. So important to understand that be generous with your knowledge and expertise, share it widely, and that generosity will always come back to you in a positive way, one day or another. And then finally, adapt to other people's communication styles. Emotional intelligence is the name of the game when it comes to the workplace situation and workplace environments. So, adapt to other people's communication styles. Some people may be formal, some are informal. Some people like things written down, some people are listeners. So, adapt to other people's communication styles. Be flexible with other people's communication styles so that you're able to meet them where they are and there is no hindrance, there's no blockage of the free flowing of ideas and thoughts and feelings and communication, etc. So be as flexible as possible, adapt as much as possible to other people's communication styles. So that concludes the list of 10 proven strategies for you to be more likable at your workplace. So what are they? Number 1, practice active listening. Number 2, smile as often as possible. Show gratitude very, very regularly. Number 4, master the art of small talk. Number 5, that does not mean gossiping. So avoid gossiping. Number 6, be as dependable as you possibly can. Number 7, be positive. Show a positive attitude. Be optimistic, glass half full. Number 8, use names when you're talking and communicating with people. And number 9, be generous with your expertise and knowledge sharing at your workplace. And finally, number 10, be flexible. Be able to adapt your communication styles with respect to others at your workplace. So, those are 10 real proven strategies for you to use in your workplace right from today, right from tomorrow, for you to become more likable at your office. So, here's a challenge for you in the coming week. Pick up any of these tips, any of these strategies, and try and practice it. Bring it out. Use it in your office, use it in your workplace, and see how it works out, see how it pans out. Notice your progress, see how you are becoming more likable at workplace or not. And I'd be really happy to hear your stories. Share your stories in the comments section below. I'd love to hear from you. So these are 10 strategies for you to become more likable at work. And I explained before why being likable is very, very important. Doing world class work is super important, but being likable is also equally important because it has an impact on your career. More likable people tend to get the plum jobs, the promotion, they are seen as effective leaders. This is important because it builds trust, and trust opens new opportunities for you, your career, and new opportunities coming your way. So, at the end of the day, likability is important, at least as important as the quality of your work. So, that concludes this video. So, I want to leave you with a reminder that be the reason for someone smiling today in your office. Build connections. Go out there and build your network, build connections. Create positivity and inspire as much trust as you possibly can by being dependable. So that concludes this session and this video on the topic on how you can increase your likability factor at your workplace. I hope you found this useful and interesting. This will, as always, be supported by a long form article in our blog with suggested readings and references for you to dig deeper if you would like to dig deeper into the subject matter. And if you like this video, please like it, share it, and forward it to as many people as you can. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you'd like to talk about any of these things on a one-to-one basis with me, please feel free to write to me on rahul@huddlepsychology.com. I look forward to hearing from you and your stories, and I'll try and offer as much help as I possibly can. So that is today's session. And like always, I hope I see you next time with another interesting concept and idea that affects your everyday life. And until next time, keep flourishing. Bye bye.